Hello and welcome to Wednesdays with Barbie. I'm your host, Eric Houston, and I'm joined as always by Barbie.
Hi, everybody.
Barbie.
I thought I'd say something different.
There you go. How you doing today, Barbie?
Well, I'm doing just fine. I'm just excited for this show. This is going to be fun, but I sure am hoping for some good weather coming about pretty soon.
Weather's been pretty nasty lately.
Yeah. We're going to get a few days coming up.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember any time where it has snowed this far into April before?
Oh, I think so. My lifetime? Oh, yes. I know that it had snowed one time. I think it was well into June.
Really?
My sister was in a swimming suit, and we took pictures of her. Yeah.
How high did the snow get?
Oh, well, you know, maybe just a real little dusting covering, but still it was quite a surprise.
Oh, I imagine.
Well, that is different.
But as we're taping this, Barbie, the first thing I want to talk to you about today is tomorrow is the big royal wedding. How excited are you?
Well, I'd like to see it. I think sometimes, you know, am I really going to wake up at 4 o'clock? I'll probably shut the alarm off and turn around, go to sleep again. But I'm quite sure I watched Lady Di and Charles getting married, and that was quite a few years ago. And if I can get up, I would like to watch parts of it anyhow. But I think the other thing is, of course, there's going to be so much in magazines and everything, so, you know, and they do a good job with reproducing what you want to see. You'll see so much of it for the next couple of months.
Sure. Well, and I think they're going to replay it on TV. Like, I think PBS is going to have it on again in the afternoon and then again in the evening.
Well, that would be nice if it's the full show.
I think it is the full show.
Well, then if it is, why should I wake up at 4 o'clock and lose my good sleep?
I don't know.
That's when I'm in the best time of sleeping. So maybe I'll change my mind if you're right.
Yeah, I think I'm right.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, don't hold me to that, though.
I will, though.
Okay. So you talked about watching the Charles and Di wedding.
Yes, that was, I'll never forget her long train.
Yeah.
She was a beautiful, beautiful bride.
Yeah. Do you think this wedding is going to compare?
I think they're going to do an awful good comparison, and she's such a pretty girl with that dark hair. I mean, that's a great accent. I love dark hair.
So you like this Kate girl? Oh,
yes, I think she's a sweetheart. Yeah. I think she's going to be, well, she's who he picked, so.
Yeah. Does it bother you that she's a commoner?
Now, you've asked me quite a, what do you mean by that? I'm pretty dumb.
She's not royalty.
Oh, like Diana was.
Right. She's just a person like you and me.
Well, too bad he didn't pick me. I need the money. if that's what all it takes. No, really though. I think that she's pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think about William then?
He's a good-looking fellow.
Yeah.
And he's I think he's a nice guy, and I think that they went together long enough that they should know this is it.
Who's cuter, William or Harry?
Oh boy, that's kind of putting in a little bit prejudice to Harry, but I think William has always been nicer looking, not cuter, but more handsome.
Sure,
I'm sorry. He reminds me a lot of his mother.
Yeah.
He picked up his mom's traits and stuff, his personality.
Getting back to Kate, do you think the Queen likes her?
The Queen?
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, I'm sure she must. She's sure going to celebrate here tonight, or.
Well, supposedly she never liked Princess Diana.
There might have been a reason why. Maybe it was because she was royalty.
Yeah, you think that?
Or whatever. I can't imagine why.
Yeah.
I hope these two are going to be have a good start.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how old the Queen is. She's been around for a long time there.
She's up there, isn't she? Yeah.
But she sure looks good.
Oh, yeah. She looks pretty good.
You know, it takes a little money to do all that.
What do you think Kate's dress is going to look like? There's been a lot of secrecy around the dress. I guess they have like 2 or 3 of them made to throw people off the scent.
Oh.
Like if you could dress her, if you could pick out Kate's dress, what would it look like?
Well, I'm not so sure it's going to be a lot like Diana's, but I think it's going to be a mermaid look.
Like with a tail?
Well, the tail is going to be the long,
yeah.
long train. But that she's so cute and shapely. And I think that really a nice fitted look all the way through, and then maybe we'll flare out and then go into the train.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to have a real bouffancy type, ballerina look.
Mm-hmm. White?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I would assume so. And I think that her hairpiece is going to be something very unusual. I don't know what, but
like,
I
You mean like a tiara or a crown?
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be pretty unique.
Yeah. All right.
And her shoes, too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, after all, if she wants to pay $100,000 for a pair of shoes, boy, they better put them in the museum.
Well, you mentioned how much the shoes cost. Do you know how much the whole wedding is costing, Barbie?
Oh, geez. I heard sometime or another, but I think it's, oh, man, way up in the millions.
It's $32 million.
Oh, my gosh. Why don't they spread it around? I could use a little bit. Even just a drop would help.
Yeah. How much you want them to skim off the top for you, Barbie?
Oh, man. Fill a coffee cup.
So here's the thing I don't get. Here's what I don't get. They're spending $32 million on this wedding, right? And it's a fruit cake.
A fruit cake.
It's a fruit cake.
Yeah, I know. That goes along with London and the tea and the whole bit, I suppose. I suppose that one would be a little bit easier to cut than to cut a sponge cake. Mm-hmm. My niece had an angel food cake. That was really tough to cut. I mean, it wasn't tough. It was too soft, and that's a very tough one to try and cut slices of a angel food cake.
Yeah,
for a wedding cake. Well, you'd need an electric knife for every piece you cut.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about is getting back. You're talking about English traditions for the wedding and stuff. One of the big traditions over there is for all the ladies to wear like big hats to the wedding.
Okay.
Do you have a feeling about that?
Oh, I think that's really nice. At one time when I was younger, I did, and I looked like probably a real clown. My husband was so much taller than me.
Yeah.
And a real big hat on me would only make me look shorter. And I never thought that. Then I thought, oh, what's my life? I got to wear a pitcher hat,
Yeah.
That's what they called them, the big brim hats. And I think he was really embarrassed to be with me.
Was he wearing a hat?
Yes, he was, because he was military.
Oh, okay.
And so he was in his military Air Force hat, and stuff. And so I thought it'd be kind of cute. I don't know if we had any pictures of it, but it would be funny to see.
Barbie. The last thing I wanted to mention about the royal wedding, I saw this in Parade magazine, and I thought this was interesting. Did you know that William and Kate, when they move into their own house, they are not going to have any servants?
That's pretty honorary, but I don't know why not, because if they're spending so much money for a big wedding, why not have someone take care of the house? Maybe they want to really live a little bit more private lives.
I think
so. Yeah.
Would you like a butler?
Oh, geez. I'd just like to have a maid.
What about a chauffeur?
Oh, yeah, that'd be real nice. Although, I suppose they're having that too, because they have Secret Service stuff and whatever.
Yeah, they're still going to have a security detail.
Oh,
they said
yes,
that.
They say they've got a lot of them out already now. I mean, it's heavy, heavy, heavy. So, I don't know. I can't quite imagine it because, I'm not royalty. I've never been there.
So the wedding's happening soon, but otherwise spring has sprung, Barbie.
Yeah,
it's finally spring.
There.
Yep, we have some flowers here. What kind of flowers are these?
Oh, brother, you would ask me that. I was looking for the the little sticker on it, but I don't know.
Okay.
I just thought they were kind of springy, so
Mm-hmm.
and fresh, and they're just different.
Yeah. Now you like flowers, Barbie.
I love flowers.
Are you looking forward to the flowers coming back here now that spring?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, I love them to see them all around. When we had our home, we did lots and lots of flowers,
Yeah.
lots of different ones, and tall ones, short ones, little nice bed covers. And,
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite flower?
delphinium. Delphinium.
Okay.
It's a really very different plant. It looks a lot like the hyacinth, and it grows up pretty tall. And you usually have to kind of brace it, but it's just so beautiful, and has a very wonderful scent.
So, but the other big thing with spring is I know you just celebrated Easter last weekend. How was your Easter, Barbie?
Well, that felt good. Nice and cold water.
Yeah.
Our Easter was wonderful. The weather was great. We had 14, including my husband and I, so that was quite a few to serve.
That's a lot of people.
We have a nice big bar area, so we had everything buffet style, so everyone could get what they wanted and serve themselves and not have to have a real fancy table setting because we just, excuse me, we wouldn't have the room to do that, but then we all got our plates and went around. I think I had 8 settings at the main table, and we had a couple bar stools and things like that, so we managed.
So what was for dinner?
Oh, we had ham and turkey, dressing, sweet potatoes, and the mashed potatoes, corn, cranberries, and I made a real fun salad. I like to make this. My grandkids always ask, Grandma, you got to make this. We just love it because I make a Jello salad that's got lots and lots of bananas. I mean, like just rows and rows of bananas in it. So they're nice and thick in there. Then when it's set in that the next morning, I put Cool Whip all around the top, nice and thick. And then I take, like on this one, I had taken 2 whole kiwis and sliced them all around, and it makes it look kind of pretty. And then I took 3 different colors of pastel sugars, like you use on sugar cookies, and sprinkled that around, and it looked so almost like a flower bed. It was really pretty, and everybody really enjoyed it because it's just light and refreshing.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to make. We stayed away from all the big pies and stuff. We felt we didn't need that, so then we had, it was my grandson's, excuse me, his 26th birthday. He's the second oldest grandson.
I was going to ask you about that. So it was his birthday on Easter.
It was actually right that day, and sometimes my other granddaughter, her birthday falls on the day of Easter too, because of where it falls in March. But we had, because I knew the little kids would really like that too, and they're easy to eat, was I got the white and chocolate and decorated real cute of the little miniature cupcakes.
Yeah. Oh, cute.
So it was cute.
Yeah. So did that guy, the guy whose birthday it was, what was his name again?
That was Steve.
Steve. Was the Easter Bunny good to him?
I sure hope so.
Yeah. You don't know?
Well, he didn't tell me, but you know, he's got 2 little kids, so.
What did you get from the Easter Bunny?
Oh, I didn't think about anything in particular from the Easter Bunny,
Yeah.
other than just having a wonderful day, a happy day, that we all get along. You know, when family gets together, sometimes there could be a little bit of friction, this and that. But shove that aside and have a good day. And that was my biggest present.
Are there any other family traditions for your Easter? I mean, you make the banana Jello.
Oh, okay.
But is there anything else that you do? Like, is there a big egg hunt at the beginning of the day?
Oh,
or?
yes. And of course, we don't live in a regular house anymore, so we had to kind of skip that part of it. But we always used to have a lot of them in the yard and everything. Kids go outside, and it was a lot of fun to see them, you know, rummaging around trying to find all their eggs. and car tires or wherever on the bumpers and down by the mailbox or in the garden and whatever. So it's so fun to watch the kids. But although this year my little great-granddaughter, and she's 7, she just said, you know what, we didn't have an Easter egg hunt, but after we had all these little eggs sitting around the house, little plastic things, she says, I'm going to make up my own, and you guys are all going to have to go and find them.
That's adorable.
It was so cute, and she really found all kinds of places to hide them in the house there. And so we were all supposed to go around and collect them. So it was her way of
That's cute.
Making it special.
How many did you find?
I found quite a few just in this one big planter I have. It's a big red planter. Yeah. And even the little guy, he's just 3, and they were just sticking them down in there. And it was so cute because, you know, they do it right in front of it, so it was kind of cute. It was fun.
Now, one of my favorite things to do on Easter is to watch the 10 Commandments. Did you watch the 10 Commandments this year?
No, I didn't get to watch it. I asked Martin. He says, I've seen it so many times. I said, okay. I'd had to go sit in the other room and watch it by myself. So.
But I remember from talking to you the other day that you're quite the Charlton Heston fan.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah. You think he's kind of hunky?
Yeah, I guess he makes good movies.
Who's more handsome, Charlton Heston or Prince William?
Oh, Charlton Heston. Charlton Heston.
Oh, yeah?
Why not? Because he's an actor.
So actor outranks Prince in your estimation?
No, why not?
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And I know, and we've been talking a little bit about movies lately because I know the other movie you've been talking about wanting to see again is The Thornbirds.
You bet.
Yeah.
I got that one.
Yeah.
It should be just like the original. Mm-hmm. And that was, I viewed that with my sister, I think it was way back in 1983.
Yeah.
And I remember it being so long.
Yeah. It is. It's like 8 hours or something.
It's about 8 hours, so you really have to do that one in segments. I couldn't stay up 8 hours and watch one movie.
You're not going to watch it straight through?
Oh, no. Maybe some other day after that. View the first one, but it's a wonderful movie. It's just got such a good story. If it doesn't keep anybody's interest, I guess they just don't like movies. This is one of the best.
Yeah. Now, let's get back to food for a second. Because I know we were talking about food for a little while, and lately you've been really interested in telling me about a 70-ounce steak.
Oh, mercy. Yeah, I heard about this, and I thought, 70-ounce steak, they sell this at some restaurant in Minneapolis. And could you imagine, 70-ounce steak, and you had it done, like myself, I would have it done medium rare.
Yeah.
And, that would really go a long ways. How many people wouldn't that serve? Even if each one had about 8 ounces, which is plenty in a steak.
You wouldn't eat the whole thing yourself?
Are you kidding? It'd take a month.
I think I'd give it a try.
Oh, man, then you'd have to be the Guinness Book of Records on that one.
Well, how much steak do you think you could eat in one go, like on a dare?
Probably not much more than 6 ounces.
Okay.
Really, I'm not.
So you're going to leave 64 ounces of steak
for somebody else to eat. Okay. Yep. I'm not going to pay for it though.
What? No.
No, I don't know.
How much is it? Do you know?
I have no idea. Okay. I think I'm going to call and ask
Pretty expensive?
them. I'm sure it is. Yeah. It's a pretty elegant restaurant.
Yeah. Maybe you and I could split it.
Oh no, I don't want 35 ounces.
Well, you can have your 6. I'll eat the 64.
Okay, you go ahead and do that.
I will.
You might be the one that might be a little bit sick.
Do you think you get like a T-shirt or anything if you eat the whole thing?
Oh, it'd be a nice idea.
Yeah, because like how at some restaurants like you get a T-shirt
well, sure,
and they put your picture up on the wall.
Well, yeah, what they could do is just have your name on it or put a picture of you in that and say the big.
They could name
big winner.
They could name the steak after you.
Oh yeah, Barbie steak.
I'd go in there and say, give me a Barbie.
Yeah, give me a Barbie steak.
Give me a Barbie. Medium well.
Not well, medium to rare.
Medium rare?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you like it bloody?
A little bit, yep.
Yeah?
Boy, if I get a good prime rib, boy, oh, yummy. I'll eat a big plate of prime rib.
Oh, okay. So you'll eat 70 ounces of prime rib.
No, not 70 ounces. No way. I still share it with you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Barbie, what is your favorite type of restaurant? Like, not your favorite restaurant, but just like in general, like what kind of a restaurant do you most like to go to?
I like to go to a good family type.
Yeah.
One that's not overcrowded with kids. I mean, yeah, because then it's too noisy.
Sure.
But yeah.
They should leave their kids at home.
Yeah, why not? You know, take them at another time.
Yeah.
Not the time I'm going to be there.
Darn kids.
No, but I enjoy, you know, I'm not so everyday-ish type person, so I mean, I don't require a real fancy place.
Yeah.
I don't know how to act.
Do you like buffets?
To some degree.
Yeah.
But boy, they're pretty far and few between.
Really?
Yeah, because you just eat too much and you end up getting sick.
Well, there you go.
Then you don't enjoy it. And besides, a lot of them, I have found that they just don't have the flavor. Like an old smorgasbord or something that you had as a big church get-together.
Yeah.
Boy, then that's good food.
Yeah. Well, what's the difference between a smorgasbord and a buffet?
Well, I kind of think that a smorgasbord is something that's usually put on by a church group.
Yeah.
Like your church smorgasbord, and lots of hot dishes usually, and vegetables and salads and desserts, usually a lot of pies and homemade stuff. I don't know, I think I'm right, I'm not so sure.
Well, I certainly don't know.
It sounds okay.
All right. So again, spring is in the air. I know we've talked before that one of your favorite things to do during the spring, Barbie, is to go to the zoo.
Yeah, spring or before it gets real hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to go to Como.
Yeah.
Como is my favorite zoo. I've been to the Minnesota Zoo, but it doesn't really turn me on.
You like Como better.
I like Como better.
But you told me that Como used to not be so good.
Oh, no. Years ago when I was a little girl, it was a terrible place to go. When they used to give us in school was a field trip there, and think, oh, a field trip to the zoo? That was kind of sour, like, oh,
Yeah.
yuck.
Why was it no good?
Well, it stunk. It stunk too much. It smelled just like all the monkeys, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't as, it's really pretty fancy now.
Yeah.
Well cared for and kept, and it's a fun place to go.
It is a fun place. What's your favorite animal at the zoo?
Well, I like to see the dolphin stuff.
The dolphins.
Yep.
They don't have any dolphins
Well,
at
maybe
Como
they
Zoo.
don't have dolphins, but the aquarium type.
Okay, all right.
I like to watch
Yeah.
them. And then my favorite animal, well, of course I like the monkeys, and I love the little jumping monkeys, the ones that like to swing around and trees. That, I don't know.
What would you do if you could have a monkey for a pet?
No, I wouldn't want a monkey for a pet.
Why not?
Well, we've got little black squirrels out there, as much of a monkey as can be, out in front of our living room window, and I really enjoy watching them, especially when the weather's starting to get better. Those little black squirrels are very entertaining, and they're so cute, but that's as close to the monkeys I would get.
All right, so no monkey.
No monkeys.
No monkey.
No
All
monkeying
right.
around.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, Barbie.
Oh, really?
I know, it just zips by, doesn't it?
Boy, yeah.
I know.
But you know what?
What?
I want to wish everybody a happy spring and a happy summer, and boy, that's all we have to do is
Yeah, that's
hope for
right.
good weather.
And I wanna echo that, and I want to say thank you again to our wonderful crew, Jeff and Mackenzie and Donald and Bart and Devery. I want to thank them for helping us out today and making another great show. And I want to say to all the folks at home, we'll see you next month on a brand new Wednesdays with Barbie. Barbie, thanks so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Always,
Fun
Barbie.
always to be with Eric.
That's my name.
I almost said something else, but boy, I get in trouble.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, bye.